Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Factorio 0.12.4. So, we're totally out of alien science packs. I think it's time to go kill some bad guys while we just kind of ignore the factory and hope that it, sort of fixes itself a little bit. Now we appear to be out of lubricants. So we have another oil issue. I believe we've already thrown lots of speed modules into pretty much every oil thing that we could. We've got 37 speed module 2s. Let's just go confirm. I think there was... Where was the oil? I forget now. It's over that way. So, we've got speed module what's? Speed module 1s. Wanted to throw speed module 2s in there, we could get an extra, another 10% speed. I'm just desperate for oil. But what we really need is to go and expand. So, what's it going to take for me to do that again, you think? First off, we're going to want to start wearing our armor again, but probably without the personal roboport. Instead, I'd rather just not use that thing. I'm not a fan of it. I thought it was going to be amazing, and then I don't like it very much. Did I already drop all the batteries? Let's see. So we've got our gun. We've got capsules. We could build a tank. Have I not even researched that? No, of course I've researched it. That'd be crazy if I hadn't. Let's get a tank. And then tank shells, I forget. Not too complicated, I think. Explosive cannon shells. Cannon shells. We need plastic and explosives. Explosives is not something I make very often. Sulfur, coal, and water. I think we'll just use the cannon, the tank's gun turret. Okay, let's go see what we can do. Our thing is going to constantly run out of power because it's not very good. But hey, you know what? The factory's running. We've got a tank. And we had no fuel. Ooh, it sounds different now. Interesting. Kind of like it. A little bit easier to drive a tank. Well, that's one way to deconstruct things. Okay. Last I checked, we had like 250,000 Yunky. Like 250,000 iron ore. Yeah, I gotta get a train coming out here. Let's go get some alien artifacts, just so that we can get our science going again. And maybe so we can build some more power armor. And then we'll get the train out here, use this filter thing. Alright, well I need some alien artifacts, damn it. God, that's a lot of worms. Can I just find a base I can run over? Just plow right through it and get some alien artifacts, please? Preferably something without very many worms. There we go, that one. Oh, it's a lot of little guys that have built up. Holy crap, that's a ton. Wow. So these little guys have a very hard time actually piercing the armor. But we picked up 8 whole alien artifacts. Hell yeah. Good news is we have quite a few of those follower count built up. So when I do finally build some guys that actually have good lasers on them, the destroyer capsules, which I might remind you require lots of oil. Okay, where is the thing? Okay, we're just gonna start working on this damn train station. Damn it. Just hate it when you go one past it. Okay. This is going to be so much better once it's done. Just being able to run this stupid train and not even worry about it too much. Just have a depot that can accept any good and doesn't rely on 5,000 robots flying around doing nothing. Ah. Does that bother anyone else? When it doesn't let you click the item that's beneath it? You're not going to shoot my train tracks, are you? Good. They don't cause any pollution. Just leave the train tracks alone, damn it. Okay, so assuming that the oil is going to come in on this train that can receive everything, let's just go ahead and put these things out there. And since this is an outpost station, what we could do as well is maybe reverse one of these things so that it can accept stuff. Because we do need iron, like the delivery. This is where it does get a little tiny bit complicated, but I could probably reserve, like, in every single cargo wagon, just reserve one slot for, like, steel barrels. And then other than that, it can run perfectly. And then on every single non-depot station, it would have to have one of these things reversed that could then unload them. In fact, I could probably do it here. So that'll be our barrels. We'll make that into a smart inserter then. You're only going to take out steel barrels. Let's see if we can get this thing working. I'm tempted to even possibly set up like a secondary armor, one that has a roboport and one that doesn't. All right, so your very last slot. Hey, let me in. Thank you. Your very last slot is going to be reserved for empty barrels. We could reserve more slots for other things, but I don't think that's necessary. But now we need to have an input that can receive the empty barrels into this thing. Out of curiosity, if we did it here... just create a couple. Okay, that's enough. Yes. Unfortunately, that means that I'm going to need to filter out these things so that they don't take the barrels. That is a lot of smart inserters. But, the smarter we can make the station, the better. Alright, so from now on, you are only going to take out things that we want here. We want stone, we want all the ores, we want full barrels, and solid fuel, probably. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. I missed coal. Solid fuel is probably not going to be something we move around. It's going to be these 5. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Okay, so we want to go to Yunki. The copper depot to... From Copper 1 to Yunki, and then back to the depot. Well, we want to go straight from the depot to Yunki, I think. So let's move the order. Why can't I click drag to move them around? That would just make too much sense, right? Okay, I'm gonna go from the depot to Yunki. Once you're at Yunki, you can go to the copper, and then you're gonna go back to the depot. For now, I want you to go to Yunki. Go. Let's see how this works. So the only thing we should be picking up on when we actually go to the depot is gonna be the steel barrels. We'll blaze right through. The only thing you're going to take off are the barrels. Normally, if we were loading up like iron ore or something right now, it would be working out just fine. It'd be loading up anything, whatever it can get its hands on. It's totally fine. Probably be better if we could unload these barrels faster, though. And unfortunately, the copper thing is the wrong direction, so... Here, stop for now. This is messy as hell, but I don't really care. Okay, so you got a bunch of that stuff. I guess what we're going to have to do then is instead of going to copper, until I can like reorganize that depot, we're just going to have you go back to the depot, then to copper 1. The depot to... no, this is the wrong order. The MU game, go to the depot, then go to Yunki, go to the depot, then go to copper 1. I haven't really spent a huge amount of time reserving slots. So here's where the only drawback is that if the loop is not able to unload quickly enough, then it can all kind of get backed up. So we either want the loop to be bigger, but I mean it is filtering out the oil now. And then from here I'm going to want to... this is going to end up being only stone. So we do want to filter out like the heavy oil barrels right now. The train's gone. Should... well, unfortunately, it probably just loaded up with a bunch of steel barrels. No, it looks like it went on another job out to the oil depot. Doesn't really matter as long as it gets the stuff home. Got empty barrels on the route. How did that happen? They probably got out there earlier. You can't wire up a cargo wagon, can you? It'd be nice if I could just say only put 10. I could reserve every other slot for other things. But that kind of defeats the purpose of an all-purpose cargo wagon. So now its next job is to go pick up copper, and it's got multiple things that are full up of things that don't matter. And then when it gets here, it's not going to be able to unload them. Okay, so I think what I should do then is we should do the Omni delivery station. Yes. Everything can be delivered, but then there should be a separate depot. I guess there almost has to be a separate depot for oil. An oil depot and then an Omni depot. It's not really an Omni depot though if it can't pick up everything. But the oil depot, that way you're not sending barrels around on everything. See, it's going to come back with empty barrels that have just sat there and taken up space. I guess it's not really that big of a problem. How are the robots doing? All of the logistics robots are still busy. Who knows what they're doing? They're just moving stuff around for no reason. Just storing 300,000 copper. Or iron ore. Nice work. I think we need to just stop trying to active supply it or active store it. This was a bad idea. I will be the first to admit that now. As many of you have probably been saying on the channel. We don't need the iron ore, let's not smelt it, let's not mine it. All we really need is alien artifacts at the moment. I could just make some distractor capsules. Manually. These guys do 6 physical. These guys do... They shoot less often. But they do laser damage. We don't really want distractor capsules. Long term, like we want the other ones. Well, hey, we actually have red circuits coming down, so not a huge amount, but enough that we could do some damage. $10, $20, $20. Maybe we'll just keep the regular small amount. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here. Let's go try throwing some distractor capsules at the bases this time. See how that does. Get some more alien artifacts. Want to get the armor up. Want to get the laser armor working. We're gonna build a rocket defense eventually. Got really distracted in this map, but I'm not gonna quit this one. We'll get to the end. Alright, well thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you again in the next video. See you soon.